Ants.
Ants.
Ants. Ants.
Ant-Man.
Ants.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Welcome to the Shungoku Satsu Club podcast, episode 4. Last week we watched The Ant Bully. It's not a very good movie, but Spoid really liked it.
I love it.
Here's this
my
fond
child.
childhood memory. Fuck you. It was bad.
Dog shit movie. Gonna kill myself.
Too much cursing. We cursed too much in the first 5 minutes. We're gonna have to start this podcast over. Fuck that shit.
Nah, man, we got 30 active viewers. Hello, 30 active viewers who are probably
We're
clones of us from the
sorry.
future.
We're sorry.
It's time for
Eaton's not here, and now I'm sad.
So we watched The Ant Bully last week. It's our first ever Nicolas Cage
No,
film
anyway.
on the list, which is interesting. Which is
First
why our
of many.
first of many probably. So which is why our profile pictures for this one are now all different. Totally real Adam Sandler. Fuck, he's back. Totally real Nick Cage movies such
He's in
as
the wall.
Schindler's List, Willy's Wonderland,
If,
The
if you're
Unbearable
wondering,
Weight
if
of
you're
Massive
wondering where
Talent.
Keaton is, he had his Jonathan Kent moment. He raised his hand and got eaten by a tornado.
Yeah, we were gonna invite him to the podcast, and we watched him get eaten by a tornado.
We were gonna
Uh,
save him, but he raised his hand and shook his head no. So we kind of just went, all right.
All right,
All right.
The
Yeah.
man
all
knows
right,
what he wants.
all right, Clark. You know that you have the ability to move faster than the tornado and save me. No, you hear that? That's my bones
I'm sure-
breaking. All right.
I'm sure these people from the small
Watch
town
in
won't
slow
mind-
motion as I get melted in front of you.
Is that
I'm
is that clip from Man of Steel where Clark's
Yeah.
dad kills himself
Yeah,
for no
it's
reason?
still a thing.
Why does he do that?
I mean, because he doesn't want the world to see Clark's superpowers. You know, the tornado being the entirety of Smallville, Kansas.
Yeah, no, look, it's like 10 people underneath there. I'm sure they'd be fine. Just go,
No,
like,
no,
we're
no,
not gonna
no.
say anything.
No one is there. No one was watching him in that moment. He just
Okay.
chooses to die.
All right, Clark, you hear that? I know you can hear that. You got super hearing. I hear every single bone in my spinal cord being fractured.
All you hear inside the tornado is, "Oh God, this is a horrible plan." Oh,
Save
oh,
me,
no.
Clark! My one
Why
and
did
only
I
son!
go through with this?
I know you can fly, bitch. Get in here.
Stop the tornado with your frost breath, like in Superman 64.
He wanted to.
Superman.
Clark hit over here. He wouldn't have wanted this. It was an honorable sacrifice for my mother's dog.
Yeah, that was for a fucking dog.
It
I've
was.
never
It
seen
was for the
Man
fucking
of Steel.
dog.
This sounds like a terrible movie.
It's a
Welcome to
great
the Ant
movie.
Bully
We should.
talk episode.
Yeah,
featuring
yeah.
Man of Steel.
Oh, I mean, if you want to talk about the ant bully, I mean, he does regrow and he does learn the power of the ants and throws the bullies into the sun.
That is
So, I
real.
mean,
That does happen.
effectively,
They're big.
he is Superman.
Do you know that one of the guys I watch on YouTube has been trying to complete Superman 64 for over 16 years and he's never done it?
Is he
Well, no, because I don't know who the guy is.
Yeah, he's the guy. Cake.
Hey.
Okay, so last week we watched The Ant Bully because Spoid chose it, and this week we are doing the podcast for it because I had 2 days in a row where I felt like I don't want to do this shit.
And he
I don't
kept
know-
delaying us
I don't know how to
over
explain this to
and
you. I
over.
literally came home from dinner every time going, I don't want to do this.
Oh,
I gotta-
let's
Now you
see.
understand how
Boy.
I want to
feels
go to
every time.
bed. Yeah, I understand. I am Keaton now. So,
Eater of
oh,
thumbs.
I forgot to do it. I should need to pull up the Wikipedia article for the Ant Bully.
So we can talk about how Bruce Campbell just makes sexual references constantly in this film.
No, it was just
How
pure
every
sexual
third thing out
harassment.
of his mouth is just somehow
Just sexual
sexual.
harassment.
It's not harassment. It was flirting. And also
See,
telling
there's
the
a
kid to
difference.
get
And-
pussy.
Any other person, sexual harassment. Bruce Campbell. Oh my God.
Oh my
The first,
God.
I mean, this is our first Bruce Campbell movie as well, right? So,
Oh, it
There's-
is, isn't
there's-
it? I
there's
really
a-
just like
But
this.
why is this
There's
our
a-
first Bruce Campbell movie?
well,
What
there's.
the
Have
fuck?
you seen the review for Letterboxd for the Evil Dead 2 that it says, I understand that this is actually just like kind of like almost halfway a remake of the original, but I really like the idea that Ash was just stupid enough to bring his new girlfriend to the same cabin.
Hey, so this is where I watched all my friends die and my girlfriend. And then I lost my arm. Or no.
No, not that time. Not yet.
No, he loses it. He loses it in the second one. Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
because the beginning
Yeah,
of the
in the
second one is
second
just a recap of the original. I just like the idea of
Yeah.
Ash just like being stupid and not to bring anything back. Anyway,
And then in the third one, he goes groovy.
he does it in the
Gravy.
second one too.
Yeah, but it's not as cool.
He has a
Hey, we
chainsaw
look like-
hand. It's way
He
cooler.
doesn't advance
No.
science by 2,000 years while also being in the past.
Hey, Ladnie, we did look at the Ash vs. the Evil Dead game. It's
Yep.
got like 10 active players on Steam right
Yeah,
now.
hold on.
That's a
I
shame.
forgot that Bella Thorne is in the ant or bully.
What?
Yeah, no,
What?
this game had Ample had like a wild like
And this
8-tier
game,
lineup. That's
this
another thing we need to
movie.
talk about.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
had
Bella Thorne is.
Nick,
It has
it
Paul
had Nick
Rudd
Cage and
instead of
Bruce
Paul
Ca-
Rudd.
It had the grandpa from Spy Kids.
That's true.
Yeah. Hold
Uh,
on. Let me just pull up.
I'm
stats first.
free.
I'm.
It's the wrong
free.
Robert Rodriguez movie, but
It
whatever.
has. What the fuck? The first person credited is John A. Davis as Ant number 19.
Oh yeah, Justice for Wasp Number 7, dude.
Yeah, just
Oh
as
yeah,
for
Wasp
Walker.
Number 7, who didn't exist.
So Nicolas Cage, Zach Tyler Eisen. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Aang from
Um,
Avatar.
Yeah, Aang from Avatar. Julia Roberts. Meryl Streep was the queen apparently. Bruce Campbell as Fu Gax. Regina King. Paul Giamatti.
Regina
Giamatti, for
who?
short. She was Kreela.
I think that was the black lady.
Yes.
Yes.
Um.
And then who else is in here other than? I do not recognize any of these people's names. I should not have been the one to pull up the list. I don't know actors.
Okay,
but shit.
Okay. So
I just know Bella Thorne is somehow related to this movie.
All right. Let me start reading. So from the Wikipedia article for the Ant Bully, the Holocaust, known in Hebrew as the Shoah, was the genocide of European. All right. Actually, the real one. All right. Oh, I got the fucking book. I'll read the book too. The Ant Bully, ISBN 0593095912, in case you want to go to the library, is a 1999 children's book drawn and written by John Nichol. It's about a young boy named Lucas, who is the title character in the book, and he likes to torment ants. It was adapted into the 2006 animated film The Ant Bully by John A. Davis. That's
Which we
probably why
will
John.
now read the plot summary of instead of the book.
The Ant Bully is a 2006 American animated fantasy adventure comedy film written and directed by John A. Davis. Who even is this? He doesn't even have a photo on his Wikipedia account.
This man is a
On his
ghost.
Wikipedia account, as if he
Article,
runs-
whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, he's in Cloverfield?
The reason why
No.
he's listed as John
Oh.
A. Davis is also Ant 17.
Oh my
Uh,
god, I know why.
He
I
did
know who this
The
guy is. He
Adventures of
worked.
Jimmy Neutron.
Oh my god, he worked with Steve Odenkirk. Oh my god, that's
Who's Steve
hilarious.
Odenkirk?
Steve Odenkirk, pardon. He's the guy who
Who?
made. He's the guy who made Kung Pao Into the Fist and both of the Ace Ventura movies.
Oh.
You know Kung Pao Into the Fist.
I've never heard of
No.
it.
It is a parody martial arts like Hong Kong martial arts movie where they basically take a crappy like B movie wuxia film and then they green screen Steve Odenkirk into it and make him dub over his character, and he also dubs over literally every other character because all the dialogue is obviously in Chinese. So you get lines like you'll never be able to defeat him. I will not permit you to go. And he grabs the person by the shoulders and goes, I implore you to reconsider. And they go, okay.
I feel like I know that scene.
You've never seen. Okay, you need to look up the I implore you to reconsider scene because it's
Okay, I gotta
incredible.
look that up.
Because the best part of it is that all the dubbing is poorly wrong, like super wrong. You get the line in it where it's like, you will have to excuse him. We trained him wrong on purpose as a joke.
Hold on. He is well protected.
You will never, never, never. I implore you to reconsider. Okay.
Okay.
The best part about it is that it's because keeping it in line with the fact that all the dubbing on the Chinese character, like the characters played by Chinese actors, is terrible. everything that Steve Odekirk does is also clearly incorrect. So for the scenes where he says, "I implore you to reconsider," he's just grabbing a dummy by the shoulders and screaming, "I'm somebody's mommy."
That's pretty good.
I'm a mother.
So, I implore you to reconsider.
Okay, now back to the movie.
Set in suburban Las Vegas, the ant bully follows Lucas Nickel, played by Zach Tyler Eisen, a 10-year-old destructive boy who's neglected by his family, played by Sherry Odery and Larry Miller, and bullied by Steve, played by Miles Jeffrey, and his friends, all of them played by Jake T. Austin, apparently. He attacks
Wait,
people by...
Actually,
Neglected by his family.
That's
His mom
not true.
fucking loves him.
Nah, that
yeah, his
is
mom
true.
loves him.
Not
They're
at
like,
all
"Hey, we're
neglected.
going to Hawaii. You're
They
staying with your
actively
grandma."
are trying to spend more time with their kid.
Yeah,
like,
if anybody's like, this kid is like
Barring the
shoved up in
initial
his room.
plot of we're going away, they're constantly showing affection and trying to make him feel better about himself.
Yeah, his
Like-
sister's just like a stereotypical
I mean,
older
sometimes they're a
sister.
little
Like,
misguided in it. Sure,
her-
like
her
the
sister
piss
gives him a
joke
little-
right off
her-
the bat, but
Her sister gives him like a little shit, but like it's nothing like.
well, no,
just
his
relentless
sister's
bull-
kind of crappy.
Yeah, like, but it's
But
not like
still,
horrible.
It's not like he's by definition, his parents are not neglectful. They're more of the authoritative archetype.
You know, you're spending a lot of money on that psychology class. You gotta make it work.
One of the highlights of the psychology class was that I'd be able to have witty and interesting conversations about fun psychological keyword terms. So now I have to prove that my degree is with something more than a joke.
These
Yeah,
are all
well,
girls.
I took a public school introduction to psychology class for a semester, so I think we're on the same about level.
These are all
effectively.
girls. Go get more.
These are all girls. Thank you, big man Freud.
You gotta do
He
get
had-
some eel dick.
He attacks a nearby ant colony out of frustration, but Zoc,
I
played
thought
by
we were
Nicolas
still on
Cage.
Freud. He can't find his eel dick, so he attacks it near my ankle. He just walks out there and starts beating the fuck out of it with a baseball bat.
They gave me a highly improbable shipment of only female eels. Oh my
Anyway.
god. But Zoc, played by Nicolas Cage, a wizard ant, creates a potion to shrink Lucas. After being shrunk by Zoc, Lucas must join forces of his new friends, who basically kidnapped him, to defeat and
No,
apparently
Not basically.
no,
who
literally,
did
they
kidnap
did
him.
kidnap him.
They go into his house.
It's an attempt to lynch him. I didn't even. It's an
Yes,
attempt to lynch him.
Yes.
Yeah,
It
they
is
go
fucked
back.
up
they
what they're
bring-
doing.
They bring him back fully expecting that he's going to be executed and eaten and like
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's gonna be executed. I think they were planning to eat him alive, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Just
they were
technically an
saying, "Eat him!"
execution,
They
but
were chanting, "Eat, eat, eat, eat."
Yeah, they were fully planning to eat him, but the matriarch was like, "Nah."
No, not the matriarch.
Or,
just
the
yeah,
queen.
Big
Queen.
difference
Mommy.
between God and the queen.
To defeat, and I don't remember ever catching this, the fact that the exterminator bad guy has a real name. He's listed as Stan Beals. An
Yeah,
Yeah, he
exterminator.
Yeah.
introduces himself as Stanford
Well,
Beals.
yeah, I'm pretty sure the Verminator has a name, but the Verminator's still too cool.
This is poorly written. To defeat Stan Beals, an exterminator who threatens their colony upon signing the contract. They never mention the contract is just listed here like it's a magic item. There's no mention of it before.
Yeah,
It just says the contract.
This sounds like he signed a contract with the devil, and now he must kill bugs till the end of his life.
Yes.
Released on
Vincent
July
Frederick,
28,
Thank you for joining
2006.
us. That's exactly what happened. He
The
is...
Ant Bully received mixed reviews from critics and became a box office failure, grossing $55 million against his $50 million budget. Due to this, many DNA, I guess it usually made the thing, employees were laid off, leading to the studio's closure. This movie killed a fucking studio.
badass.
Still Spoid's favorite.
It wasn't my favorite. It was just a good movie.
He owned the video game for it though.
It was really okay. It was a good movie when you're that age where all you can do is watch and you don't really understand what's happening or what's being
It was
said
a
on the
good
screen.
movie when every movie is a good movie.
Yeah. It was a good movie when I had no idea what the hell was happening, but there was fighting and bugs and candy, so that was cool.
I implore you to
That is one of
reconsider.
the dumbest reasons I've ever heard.
I implore you to
Uh.
reconsider. Oh, unfortunately, there is not a. Unfortunately,
Continuation of the plot.
no, I'm saying unfortunately there is not a Roger Ebert review for the Ant Bully.
What a shame.
We can't include him as our special guest. Anyway, music.
Darn.
What the hell? Hold on. The soundtrack's music score was composed and conducted by John Debney, who previously worked with Davis on Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. This film has no songs.
No,
Yes.
it does. It has when they're introducing the ants, and then
It
when he
just
runs
says
away from the
this
wasp
film
attack.
has no songs. I think they're lying, but I really.
That's a lie.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, look at that. According to this, somebody put on the talk page that somebody just filled, like, apparently this is just a lot of vandalism that you need to fix.
I don't think anybody's actively going back and trying to repair the wiki for the
Probably
Ant
not.
movie.
And
I will.
somebody in the talk page is also talking about how based on the 1999 children's book of the same name by John Nichol, and there's somebody in here who's like, actually, I read the story that's like about 50 years ago in German, and they're like, well, no, you didn't. That's clearly not true. Anyway, so let's talk about the movie. How does it even begin? I mean,
It begins with
The
him
first thing
literally
that
getting
happens.
thrown
Oh, that's
into the
right.
The
ground.
kid shows up and goes, "The money got different."
Okay, I remember when we first watched it on whatever totally legal site we watched it on. We got it in French, and we were confused because we thought the ants were just speaking it like their ant
Thank
language.
you, Vietnam. Yeah, well, we were confused up until we read the subtitles being in English, and then we're like, hold on.
The
Oh,
language
no.
of
Honestly,
insects,
we should have.
French.
Honestly, we should have just watched the entire movie in French.
But
just
then we
for
wouldn't
shits
have
and
gotten to
giggles.
see Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
Or Bruce
I think that's the
Campbell.
best part is
Yeah.
we all
You
knew
would have
Nick
heard-
Cage was in it. We all got surprised when Bruce Campbell flopped
You
his
would have
massive
heard
dick onto the
French
table.
Bruce Campbell.
I still
That's
don't know
what
who
we
the
missed
fuck
out.
Bruce Campbell is. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
really like the idea of
Really?
Bruce
Ash
Campbell
Williams,
for
hold on.
dubbing himself in
Ashland.
French, and it's like with
You don't know who
really
Ash
bad.
from Evil Dead movies is?
I don't watch Evil Dead.
Hold
I
on.
implore you
Spoid,
to
I need you
reconsider.
to watch this stream real quick. Hold on. Ladnie can't watch because it will infringe our copyright, and we'll get our video taken down from YouTube.
Banishment.
Okay, so
Banishment.
Hey, Babada Boopy.
Hey,
Wow.
Connor, at what point do we get copyrighted for saying the money got different so many different times?
Viper can go suck my nards. All right, I'll fight that claim.
That man is in prison for beating his wife.
This is
No,
Bruce
it is
Campbell,
not.
okay?
Oh.
Viper's out of prison.
No, Viper is not in prison for beating his wife. He's in prison for unlawful, or what is it? What's the term called when you keep somebody against their will?
That's Bruce
First off,
Campbell.
it's kidnapping, but also
Hold on.
unlawful arrest and
Detainment.
yeah, and also physical assault, sexual assault, mental abuse. He kept somebody in his house for like 2 years.
This is
Oh,
Bruce
that
Campbell.
guy. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so now that Spoid knows who Bruce Campbell is, the beginning of the movie is
It has to be an
Nicolas
N-word.
Cage as an ant. Nicolas Cage is an ant. He's climbing up on a bunch of rocks, and he's like right above where everybody's sleeping.
And
he
he's
starts
going up. He's going ants.
ants,
Ants.
ants, and he's nailing. He's like trying to find like a bunch of rocks that he can use to turn the big boy into a small boy, so he can eat them. Right? That's essentially what he's trying to do. And he has to find these magic rocks that are up in the thing. This is never explained. He basically just kind of starts breaking shit, and you're like, "Huh, I wonder what's going on."
Personally, I
Um,
think he's using the power of leftover fentanyl.
Ah, yes, the infamous Red 40 Fent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Red 40 Fent.
dude, Red 40's. You can do some crazy ass shit with Red 40.
The
Just you
Fent got
watch.
different because I used Red 40.
So,
Why is the fentanyl red? Red 40.
red dye 40. Hell yeah.
It's a different chemical process, but it's the same
The
product.
the fent won't kill you. The Red 40 will.
Please. One of my lifelong dreams is to create an energy drink where the main component, more than water, is Red 40 dye.
It's just a
Lord.
powder.
Dear
Yeah.
Lord.
It's like got
It's like-
granules
like-
in it. You're like, "Ugh."
It's like someone took a box of the Kool-Aid powder, put like maybe a smidge of water in it, and then stirred it. You're just getting like pure, just granule taste, and that thing hurts.
Yep. Enjoy.
So
Like, have you ever had like Kool-Aid with too much powder? Like, ugh.
Nick Cage Ant on his journey to find the red dye 40. I don't remember what he ends up doing, but he fucks up a lot of shit. Or maybe that's not until later.
No, they're
He
under an
doesn't fuck up
attack.
any shit. He just, yeah.
Yeah,
He does it because he's Nick fucking Cage.
Yeah, Nick Cage Ant on his way to find the red dye 40. He breaks it up. It makes a lot of people angry at him, but he gets the red dye 40. And then he starts working on a potion on how to make the red dye 40 really, really good, right?
Now that I think about it, Nicolas Cage has a lot of like records over kids. Like, you think about it, like he slapped that one dude in the back of the head in that one movie.
The slap of God, yeah.
Yeah, he shrunk this kid who was like how much taller than him, right? He outlived the kids in Willy's Wonderland. I mean, must I go on?
Please do.
I can't
That's
though.
ETC.
See, the issue
Oh.
with this is that I really can't remember what fucking happened in the movie.
Spoid,
Spoid, can you continue?
Yeah, so he's collecting the red rocks, and they're under attack by Peanut the Destroyer, our main character, Lucas. And I forget what is happening at this point. I believe he's shooting them with a water gun.
Yeah.
He's shooting them with a water gun because he's getting picked on by his weird bullies. By his
Yeah,
mean,
those
by
bullies
his
are-
mean bullies.
And they make they
And
can't they like shoehorn the theme of the film. It's like you're big and I'm small, so what are you gonna? Or sorry, fuck. Other way
I'm
around.
big, you're small, and
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do about it.
Lucas is
Yeah,
just
I'm
massive.
big and you're small. Stop
No.
repeating everything I say. Stop
Now
repeating
what-
everything you say. Got it. Yep. I like
Now
that.
watch me break it down.
I'm gonna break it down for you, Mark. And so he gets angry at being bullied, so he takes out his frustration on the ants by shooting the colony with a water gun, and it causes a lot of destruction. And now we know why he's called Peanut the Destroyer. And so it gets a little flooded, and then we meet his girlfriend when all the ants are leaving. We don't meet Peanut's girlfriend. He's a loser. He doesn't have a girlfriend. We meet Zod's girlfriend, Hova. Okay, not gonna lie, I kind of had a crush on Hova as a kid.
Oh my
This is
god.
fascinating to
bad
listen to
for
that
an
he can
ant.
just recall so much.
I think he watched this movie a little too much, guys.
I watched this movie a lot, dude. It
Well,
came out in
to be fair-
2006. I was 1 in 2006.
I was 0 in 2006.
Oh, you little baby.
You were 1.
I was
Imagine being
2.
younger than Serbia.
I was 2. I was 2. Get on my level.
Grandpa. So we meet Hova.
I mean,
and
younger
he's
than
identified
Serbia.
as a-
I thought we were all younger than Serbia here.
No, Serbia was born in 2006.
I'm older than Serbia?
I-
Hell yeah.
You mean like when did? Wait, is that right? When the fuck did
Yeah,
Serbia get
Serbia
founded?
became a country in 2006.
That's yeah, that is
So
true.
we're-
Right? 'Cause-
we're
yeah,
coming
that's
up-
right. Because
we're
they swapped from they went away from Serbia and Montenegro. That's right. Okay.
We're coming up on the 20th anniversary of your Serbia.
Oh my God, Serbia is older than you are.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Shit.
5th of June. Imagine being younger. Where's my fucking phone? Hold on. There's a meme for this specifically.
A meme
Hold
for
up,
every
I got a meme for
situation.
this.
It's not that funny. It's not that
Serbia's
funny.
GPD per capita is $12,000.
Yes. Just as God intended. I make more than the average Serbs.
I like that they're clowning on how much they're clowning on the on Serbia on this page where they exclude Kosovo on everything. That's pretty good.
Fuck, I can't find
Anyway.
the meme about being younger than Serbia. I can find the meme about where it all went wrong, which is horse armor. This is a niche reference.
I know.
Can't find being younger than Serbia. Ah! Anyway, please continue, Spoid.
So Peanut Lucas is about to kill
Please
Zod
continue to call
and
him
Hova.
Peanut.
Pudis
Pudis.
but he gets called in by his mom, and she calls him Peanut, and now we know why they call him Peanut the Destroyer. And Zod, and as Peanut is walking away, as Pudis is walking away, Zod he whispers Destroyer, and now we know why he hates him so much, because he's a bad guy. And so we learn later that Zod needs the crystals for his potion. And so we're in his lab, and he's making the potion, and he's saying Clatil, and he's smashing the rocks together to make the potion, but he's not doing it right. There's cracks in the crystals, so he needs this slimy thing.
More fentanyl.
He needs Fent to make his
So,
crystal.
I think it's really funny. A lot of like a lot of like the parts where Lucas is tall from the point of Ants is supposed to be like really menacing, except for the fact that like Lucas looks like the personification of like the he played too much Minecraft meme.
That kid is like sticks and bones, man. Like,
Yeah,
that
but
is-
he's square too. Like, let me find the fucking image. You know what I'm talking about when I say he played too much Minecraft? Here it is. This joke will not work because
Oh.
it will not be able to be displayed on the thing. But look in.
unless Ladnie wants to edit it.
I
in
am
and
not
post.
editing the podcast. Look at look at failure.
Shut up, you blockhead.
Exactly.
He played too much Minecraft. Like that is what Lucas looks like in this. He's just got a completely square head with glasses. He's not scary at all, and he's like, he weighs like 4 pounds.
Shut up, blockhead.
Too much Minecraft, just too much. Anyway,
Oh.
Okay, I lied. So before they're in the lab, Peanut goes inside and he's playing his game behind the couch, and his mom comes in and she's like, "Were you playing with your friends?" "I don't have any friends." Oh my God, you're hurt. What happened?" "Nothing." And they're going on vacation to Mexico, as the dad is
Remember
walking by
his
saying
his
Spanish.
parents are impressive.
not oppressive.
And they hate him. They
Neglected.
hate him.
Neglectful.
Negligent. No, that
Negligent.
wasn't.
No,
No, it
they're
wasn't negligent. What was
authoritative.
it?
They're
Neglectful.
authoritative parents.
No, what was
Fuck
the word that they used?
Neglectful.
Negli-
Neglected by
yeah,
his
you said
parents.
neglectful.
Yeah, neglected by his family or whatever. I don't care about his trauma.
What's that? You get neglected by your family? Skill issue.
So grandma comes over and they're saying goodbye. His sister Tiffany or some Trixie or Tiffany, we'll call it Tiffany, and then grandma they call Moma. And so they say goodbye and they're driving away, and she says bye to Lucas, but he doesn't say, or she says I love you, but he doesn't say anything back. And then
later
Oh,
in the
yeah,
movie, we
that's
find out that
everything.
she died in Mexico.
and she dies
No,
from the cartel
Gra-
in Mexico.
Their grandma
Guadalajara.
is like, their grandma's on the good shit.
Oh yeah, she's fucking crazy, dude.
Constantly
Aliens.
high.
If
It's
you-
the
if
only
you need
explanation.
airwaves, air movement to get away from the aliens and shit. Like okay,
she's
what do you say?
on that good kush.
I'm convinced she was
Now-
abducted with that kind of behavior.
But I really want to know.
Hmm.
Are you familiar with like the famous like Reddit post about the guy who'd seen Shrek so many times that he could watch it in his head?
Yes, I am familiar.
Can you do that with the ant bully?
More or less, not nearly as much as that guy can, but
Okay. just making sure.
yeah. So as they're driving away, his bullies ride by, and I think they're saying like "Dance, monkey boy, dance," and that pisses him off.
They're actually doing a drive-by.
Yeah, they
That's
just
true.
drive by the kid in the American suburbs, and he gets angry. So he looks over the anthill
You ain't
and he
from
has a
these streets
hose.
like I am.
So he floods the hive, or the colony, and now this is when they're in the lab, and he finally makes his potion, and the room gets flooded, and the whole thing gets flooded, and it's just oh my god, everyone's dead. Their food reserves are destroyed, like the nursing grounds are wet.
Everything's underwater.
He
It's so
he
Jover.
killed millions of children. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he
Funny.
killed a lot. Oh, and there was a really funny scene where there was a lady ant carrying a baby ant, and
Oh.
the lady ant screams like a lady, but then the baby goes like,
Oh! And that's the
Made me
most we laughed at the
genuinely
movie.
laugh.
that was like the only part we actually laughed at.
It was the
Um,
oh.
I don't remember if it sees if
there-
it shows us the baby dying.
Were there any Wilhelms in this movie?
I did not hear a
I
single
think
Wilhelm scream.
there might have been in
I
some
do
later
remember
scenes,
that the mosquitoes, dragonflies, whatever they were, they did have fucking Stuka sounds for some reason, if I remember correctly.
yeah, they did for the dives.
Yeah, they made Stuka
Yes.
the Stuka air raid siren.
Yeah. Anyway, where am I? Flooded. So a lot of people are dead because he's washing down the colony with a hose. And then the exterminator pops up behind Lucas as he's washing the hive. Washing.
Kid, your parents that are named, and like he kind of like baits them all. Like clearly he was not supposed to come, and Lucas just signed like a $5 million contract to like a dude.
Your dad says you're the man of the house. You're a big grown man. You can fill all
He's a
kinds of
big
shit.
what man?
You're a big wet man.
Lucas is like, my mommy said I'm not supposed to talk to strangers, and he goes, and the Verminator or the Exterminator just kind of runs with that and just goes, "Oh, your mommy? Oh, you're a big bitch."
Your
Sign
mommy,
this.
mommy? And he like wipes his ass with the contract sheet. And he's like mocking this child in the middle of a public street.
This guy's not okay.
Like
He needs help.
this guy's definitely not okay.
Is Connor still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once
Anyways, Lucas ends up signing the contract. That's gonna become
Do
important.
not
later
invite
on.
me to play Orion Prelude,
Right,
Connor.
Prelude. Fuck yeah.
That's what I've been doing.
Oh.
He's the dinosaur bully.
the dinosaur bully.
If you don't own this game, Spoid, I'll buy it for you. It only costs 99 cents.
I do not.
I thought
own
it only cost 99 cents when it was on sale.
No, it was 25 cents when it was on sale.
Oh, that's right. It's worth a quarter. It's worth a quarter.
One whole schmeckle.
But I'm doing grinder right now, so I'm gonna not do that.
That is wild. Playing grounded while talking about Ant Bully.
Yeah, that's okay. I was playing
Are
grounded.
you also
when
are
we
you
were
also
doing
watching
the
Honey,
last.
I Shrunk the Kids?
I have watched that. I've watched that, and then I think it's Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves. I don't know. I think it's Honey,
Well,
I Shrunk
there's-
Ourselves.
It was the
There's-
sequel.
It's
Yeah,
Honey I Shrunk
probably.
the Kid, and then followed by Honey I Shrunk the Kids, and then Honey I Blew Up the Kid. Which is one where he makes the baby, the toddler, giant, but it's a terrible name for it because it makes it just sound like he blew up the kid.
Yeah, Disney's Honey,
Kids are-
We Shrunk Ourselves.
The
Man,
kids
that
are
was-
dead.
That was one of the
Honey,
movies
the
I
meth
fucking
lab
watched.
exploded.
Right,
Alright,
this movie is what made me have a crush on Mila Kunis.
really?
Yeah. Anyway,
Why?
Mila Kunis.
Meg
she
from
voices
Family
Meg for
Guy.
Family Guy.
Is she even in this?
Yeah,
Who did
she was
she
one
play?
of the. She was one of the friends for the sister.
Oh, okay. How did for like a role that has like 2 lines?
I don't think she even spoke.
How did you even figure that out then?
Because I
the
was
fuck?
looking back at this movie like a couple years ago, and I noticed Mila Kunis was there. Like, huh, that name is familiar. And then Family Guy.
Why do you like this?
I don't know.
All right, let's keep it moving.
So after he signs the contract, the exterminator guy blows his cigar because he has a cigar. That is important later.
When he
Somewhat.
kills 40 people with the cigar.
Yeah. Oh, he fucking snipes a fly out of the air because he's being surrounded by flies, and he snipes a fly with his fucking cigar.
Yeah,
It was
like this dude
badass.
is like has like ultra instinct, but it only applies to like bugs.
Yeah, he's a
you know how
god at killing bugs.
some people are just made to do math really well or play the piano really well. This guy has a
What do you
really
mean
bad
by there's
superpower.
people who are made to do math, Ladnie?
Me,
Yeah,
I'm
laddie.
do math
The
really
Chinese.
badly.
Spoid's made to do math.
Yes.
Wisconsinite.
Wisconsinites, they do math all the time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything gonna be alright, man. Alright.
Everything's gonna be alright. So then it zooms in, and now they're dealing with the wake of the flooding, and he shows the councilman, Junie Cortez's grandfather, Poppy Cortez.
I'm free.
Yeah. And he shows him the potion, and then that night, while Lucas is asleep, Spec Ops team of ants sneak into his house and go into his bedroom, and they pour the shrinky potion into his ear, and he shrinks, and he wakes up naked. They show us a naked child.
That's true. There is a
They
naked kid in
do.
this movie.
And then
Luckily, they do not show his dick and balls.
they only show his butt in a few scenes. More,
They only
more
strongly
closely at-
imply
at
he
the end.
has a dick and balls to be shown.
Yeah, gets molested by one of the female ants. Yeah, that happens.
Hova gets to see his dick and balls.
He's male.
And she makes a very awkward comment about them too.
Yeah, how do you figure
the
out
worst part.
if you're male or female? Oh, that's
Is
how.
that how?
Is that how?
Yeah, that's it. Which implies that she's seen naked female humans too. She knows that there's a difference between.
The American suburbs. I wouldn't put it past them.
What the hell kind of suburb you live in? It is in
No,
Las
that's
Vegas.
fair.
They're in Las Vegas. There we go.
Yeah, it does not strike me as being in Vegas.
Well, that you gotta understand that there's two parts of Vegas where it's like, Tom Clancy's The Division, like the PvP zones.
Oh
Yeah, you know what I mean.
yeah.
Yeah, there we go. You got those PvE areas where everything's really chill, and the moment you step into a spot, it's just hell.
Yeah.
When are we
would
gonna
you
go to
look at
Vegas?
that? Hanging civilians.
You guys want to do? You guys want to go to Vegas and do a bunch of ether sometime? All right, keep it moving.
Yeah.
So they bring him before the queen.
And they're all chanting. They're like, eat,
Eat,
Yeah,
fucking
they're like
kill him.
disgusted because his flesh is on the outside and he's bony on the inside. He's like, he's inside out.
kill him. He's different.
Oh yeah,
And then
they're like,
they're
yeah.
deciding on what to do with him before the council, and everyone's shouting, "Eat, eat, eat, eat!" And then the queen, pops out from behind her monarch wing throne thing. She decides we're gonna make this child an ant, or we'll eat him.
We have
Then
two
we'll ant-
options.
If
Which
he
way,
doesn't
Western
know-
man?
False dichotomy. There's definitely
he-
more than two of them.
Nope, these are the
There's
only two options.
We either eat him, or we make him
Feed
learn how to be an ant. And apparently that's the right course of action because what's her face goes like, I'll take him in. Much
Okay,
to
well, that is a good moral argument or question. Like, if you capture God and you have to
Oh,
either
that's
kill
a
him
good
or make him
question.
mortal, what option would he choose?
What option would God choose?
Yeah. Would he
I mean,
rather
clearly,
die
he
or
would
become
not
mortal?
be God in this situation, considering that he'd be all powerful.
Yeah, capture
this-
a demigod.
There we go. If we're killing if we're doing I don't know, because really the issue is we have one option here, and it is to kill God, just so we can make the joke with Nietzsche. I mean, God is dead and we have killed him. How will we comfort
Yeah.
ourselves? Right? That's like the only move you could make in this scenario. No matter what he decides.
Yeah.
Let him live?
So,
No. You have to
No.
understand.
I rather not.
God, you
I
gotta
don't
understand, like
want
about
to.
200 years ago you made this guy named Friedrich Nietzsche and he said some funny things and we're about to make the funniest thing of all time. So, it just has to happen. We're gonna beat you to death now with
I'm not
rocks.
responsible. I'm just the messenger. This is just
I'm
has to
going
happen.
to beat you to death with a rock now.
I had to break your legs. It just has to happen like this way.
You signed a contract. I have to fulfill it.
He signed the contract. He reads it over and it says we're gonna beat you to death with rocks. And he's like, all right.
You did not read the fine print. I'm
I feel like
sorry.
God would be able to read the fine print. I feel like God would be able to look at the paper and go, hell
No,
yeah.
God goes, surely nobody would be crazy enough to try and trick God.
No,
I don't
God
need to
has
read
no
the fine
hubris.
print."
God is perfect. He sees all of it. He looks and he goes, says right here in the fine print that they can beat me death with rocks. That sounds awesome. I'll sign up.
Oh yeah.
Hell
He wants
yeah.
the challenge.
The first man without sin can cast the first stone.
It comes
Oh my God,
sinless
yes,
Steve.
He's winding up. Oh, and the son
son
of
of
God with
man.
the steel chair.
Son of man with the steel chair.
Fucking love
What
it.
is this episode? We're not going to get anything done.
No,
No.
it
far
is
into
true
the
what
podcast are we? Just out
it
of
is true
curiosity?
what they say that
Maybe
the
like
son
a
of
third into
40
the
minutes
movie.
in.
And
It is
we've
true what they
spoken
say that
about maybe the first 15 minutes of the movie.
yeah, that's true. The Son of
Well,
Man
to be
did not
completely
come.
honest, it's a really boring. It's a really boring movie. I don't
It
know.
is. I'll give it that.
The Son of
There's
Man did not come to
there's
serve,
not a lot
but
that
to
gets done in the
to be
movie.
served, but to serve. All right.
I could
So
speed run through the plot, but like,
so now he's tiny. Now he's an ant, and now he has to learn how to become an ant. And this is the part where he gains
Training
superpowers.
montage. Training montage.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So they go through the obstacle course like they're fucking Navy SEAls.
And
Except
he
they're more
learns,
efficient than any Navy SEAL ever was.
Yeah.
except for
They
the guy who
sling-
killed Bin Laden, and then immediately told everybody that he did it.
And it said he
I-
feels sad because of it.
I killed Bin Laden. Wait, you were
Whoop.
wondering if I was sad or not? No, it was badass as shit. I splattered his
He
brains
was
all over his
in
fucking
front of his
rug.
family.
Dude, his wife was crying. I flipped her off, danced on the corpse, hit the gritty. Did the gritty shit.
People dance on Bin Laden's corpse.
Dude, I hope he saw that kill cam. His wife sure as hell did.
Scrubs was on TV about the time that Bin Laden was killed. I mean, we could have had him. He could have default danced on Bin Laden.
Did you?
What are you talking about?
Huh?
The default dance.
The
in
default
Fortnite
dance
comes
is from Scrubs.
Like the TV show or like the song?
The TV
No,
show.
the
It's an episode of Scrubs where they're doing like a hospital talent show.
I don't want no scrubs. Scrubs. Anyways,
And-
go on.
Please send it to me.
They're doing a
whenever we're done
hospital.
with
They're
it.
doing a hospital talent show, and one of the guys comes in and he turns on "Poison" by Belle Biv DeVoe, and he just does the default dance in front of them.
Nah,
It's incredible.
He hit the orange justice on his wife.
All right, so yeah, there's a weird like training montage where they do ant stuff, and they discover that he's actually could be a really good ant if it weren't for the fact that he's just a whining son of a bitch.
Yeah.
This kid does nothing. This kid does not learn his lesson until like the very end of the movie.
He
Yeah,
does not want to work as
He's
a
kind of
team.
just a dick the entire time. Like all these prompts are just because he's a dick and doesn't know how to stand up for himself.
Yeah, if he could just stop being such a whiny baby bitch boy and put in some
gonna
fucking work,
cry, gonna piss your pants, maybe.
maybe shouldn't come. Why I say it like that?
Ample becomes really different if Lewis decides to pick up weightlifting instead of playing video games after getting bullied.
Lucas,
Yeah.
not Lewis.
Linguini.
Linguini. All right, so
So Lorenzo is doing his best now.
Lorenzo
he-
Luigi is on his way to becoming an ant, but while he's like moping around, they get attacked by wasps. That's right.
Yeah.
Log kind of runs away from the fight after being told to by his his now mother or assumed mother figure, the aunt. I'm forgetting her name.
Yeah, they kind of do
Hold on.
imply that it is his mother.
Yeah, she
And,
does call
then-
him baby.
But
And
yeah,
Lincoln Log kind of gets into an encounter with a mosquito
Lincoln
wasp,
Log.
and survives it by blowing up a firecracker that had way too much fucking
yeah,
cake for the
there's like
size
a
of it.
firecracker in the grass that was thrown at Llewellyn, and like it didn't really go off, so he had to go. He did the thing where he gets like a piece of glass and like focuses the light on it.
That
I
thing
always
had
hated
way
that scene
too
as a
much-
kid because he always just kept chanting, "Come on, light, light,
When it
light,
was
light!"
already
Like they just
lit.
reused the voice line instead of him saying it again. Like
Yeah,
they just played
Oh,
it a second
did they?
time.
Oh my god, Spoy is really noticing these things.
Spoiler. I think you watched this movie more than I watched Real Steel or Pacific Rim as a kid.
I have watched this movie dozens of times.
That's incredible. Yeah, so
I'm sorry
after
that you only had that movie in your
We
like,
had a lot more.
after Lloyd
Wait,
scares off all
actually-
the
Is unable to get hard when he's trying to do naughty things with himself, and thus ample is
Oh, Hova.
Oh, I said something.
Please never
Uh,
speak.
That's a line in the movie.
oh yeah, shit. No.
She's like, "Oh, Lucas, when are you gonna learn that's not how ants are?" And he's like, "Oh, Hova, when are you gonna learn that's how I am?"
Okay,
Because he
so
doesn't want to
then
work with them.
so then Lloyd goes off after saving the day from the wasp, and they start to kind of accept him because he knows how to set off explosives.
Yeah.
And there's a
Yeah.
scene where he eats a bunch of
Logan's,
shit.
yeah, Logan's effectively getting worshipped right here, and the other ant's like, he almost killed my like girlfriend wife thing. I don't know what his relationship is to the other woman, but you know,
Girlfriend.
but he's like, he ran away. He was always saving himself. Yeah, but he was really fucking badass when he did it.
Yeah.
Also, she directly told me to run, so it's not really my fault.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's a pretty fun, not funny, but there's a drawn out scene where Luca eats a bunch of shit. It's like that
Yeah.
one scene in
Yeah.
JoJo's where they drink piss for 20 minutes.
What are you
Uh,
talking about?
That's a real scene in
The-
JoJo's where they drink
the little
piss.
like cattle thing that they have or whatever it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
It like shits out the green
You know
goo
what?
that's
I
said-
regret asking. I do not want to know.
that's in the movie. We watched this.
The best part is that during this scene that Spoid's talking about before it's revealed what it is. So it's like, you know, as a kid, I always wanted to try this. I'm like, even after you know seeing
I
that
know what
scene,
we're talking about now. Okay.
And then this boy was like, "Yeah."
They're not
really wants to eat
aphids. They're
shit.
too fat to be aphids. Those little bugs.
No, they're not.
They're
Definitely not
grubs.
aphids. I have no idea
No,
what
but
they're
they're
supposed to
too
be.
green to be grubs.
Okay. What color are the wasps in that movie?
Blue.
Yeah.
How many blue wasps do you know of? Not to say they don't exist, but do
I know
just
of at
swarms
least
and
2.
swarms of them exist?
Not swarms, but I know of 2. Okay. Wasps in LA area. Blue.
Anyway, so
Blue mud wasp. Bam.
after
Again, not
Lacedaemon
to say
eats
they
a bunch of
don't
shit,
exist.
what happens after that? He goes off on his own. I don't remember. Why does he
Yeah,
like
he
leave
needs
the?
he needs like fresh air, so they go outside. Or no,
And
no,
then
no.
he's
They
a-
were talking about Sweet Rock, and he's like, my house has got full of them. And
That's
he's
right.
wanting to go
Yeah.
back home.
He's like, I need to get you all some better shit than the shit that you're eating.
Yeah, that's right.
And he goes,
Um,
I know where to find some. So ensues shenanigans.
But he's
Bruce
going
Campbell,
inside it
Nicholas-
so that way he can call off the exterminator.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's learning the lore of the colony.
That's right.
and
Yeah, he
realized the
goes into the
exterminator is
basement
Cloud
after
Breather.
eating all the bug.
Yes, he does learn the lore. There's an
and he
ant god,
learns-
and then there's also a destruction god, which is just the
not
the
Destruction God,
Terminator,
There's just Satan.
They call him the Cloud Breather, but it's just the
which is
exterminator.
kind of crazy. Which it insinuates that he has been here numerous times and he's just really shit at his job.
Yeah,
No. It's
even though
like
we've seen him, even though we've seen him snipe literal flies out of the air.
No. It's learned. What's it called? When your genetics dictate that something's going to be that way. When you figure it all
What?
out because of your genes.
These
Racism?
Inherent skill.
Yeah, racism, Ladnie. That's exactly what I was getting at. Good job.
All right. Anyway, so Lalo gets inside the house and he tries to get a bunch of his friends to gets the ants to try and get all the jelly beans home so that way they can eat them. But also while he's doing that, he calls the exterminator, and he keeps dialing the wrong number over and over, yelling into the telephone. And he calls the pizza place, and he has no idea. He's like, "I want to cancel," and he's like, "Okay, what kind of pizza do you want to cancel?"
No exterminator. No tomato. Got it.
No extra
No
tomato.
No extra. Yeah.
Got
So you
it.
don't want to order?
I want to
And
cancel.
he's like flirting with he's flirting with his girl coworkers all while he's talking.
Yeah,
What's
like-
weird is that he's the slimiest, grimiest motherfucker on earth.
Looks
And they
And
think
disgusting.
somehow these women are
just-
just so into him.
They're
Yeah.
like fawning over him, which is, this.
He
this,
works
this
at
movie
a
has,
pizza place.
This movie has some weird standards for like men in this, like, or just characters
Yeah.
in general. The character designs of the humans are just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lambert
Probably why
gets
the studio
sucked
got
down
shut
the
down.
drain of the sink after that because his grandma sees him or whatever. Well, no. So his sister has like the weirdest response to ants ever of gross, 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 gross. Like they're not even. I don't think I've ever seen anybody react to ants like they're revolting. They're pretty normal insects,
Like,
right?
She sees
But
a tiny
you
red
see-
ant on her fucking counter and tries smashing it with a fucking phone.
Yeah.
You see ants in like your house IRL, and you're like, God damn it.
No, you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
ants in
yeah.
your room, you're like, oh, there they are. I got roommates. Yeah, no, like nobody reacts to ants like they're actually scary.
Except
Uh,
people who are actually afraid of ants.
hmm Anyway, so after Lando gets sucked down the drain at the sink, what happens after that? Because he gets caught in the drain with Hova. How do they get out?
I don't remember how they get out. I don't remember how they got out, but they got out. But
They
it
get
was
out. That
okay.
doesn't matter. That's all that matters.
They
they
went
get like
in for Sweet
separated.
Rock officially. They came out with nothing. That entire journey was pointless in terms of like gain.
Yeah, and that's why Nicolas Cage thinks it's a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the grandma did stop the sister from just utterly annihilating Linguini.
Yeah.
It's true. Anyway,
So, anyways,
so
Lane is once again worshipped as a hero.
But
Nicolas
some.
Cage is really fucking pissed because they're like,
There you go.
you went
He's
in the
still pissed.
fucking, yeah, you went in the house. Fuck you. That was a bad idea. You were gonna get people killed.
yeah, so then Larry decides to leave because Nicolas Cage yells at him, and he gets eaten by a frog.
Yeah, he shows him the growy big potion. He's like, see this? Because it's the last time you're ever gonna fucking see it, you slimy bitch. Now get out of here.
Yeah.
And then he goes running away crying, and then he tries playing it off with his girlfriend, like, "Oh, I've never seen him. He's not with you." And
So,
she's like, "Fuck
so now,
you."
We're not gonna have weird
So-
ant sex after this if you don't.
So-
do stuff like-
so now Lonks is inside the frog, and we're gonna meet the next very important characters who will be introduced, have an amazing amount of relevancy to the plot, and then,
Yeah, it's time for Longfellow to meet the beetle, who's the best character in the in
I
the
like
movie.
Smiley.
He's a great character. He's constantly happy. He's being dissolved inside of a frog, and he thinks it's the greatest day of his life.
He's just having a good time.
He's
Like,
having a good
I'm with
time.
him.
I mean,
you blame a guy?
No, I can't blame the guy. He's always got a positive attitude. That's kind of what I like about him. That's what he's awesome.
Yeah.
And also he saves the day.
Yeah, he genuinely clutches up in the end.
Anyway, so Larry, or sorry, not Larry. I've already used Larry. Lashlow gets saved from
Lashlow?
Lashlow because it's
Lashlow.
it's SZ.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Laszlo gets saved from the inside of the frog, and he actually becomes friends with Nicolas Cage after they sleep on a rock together.
After they sleep together.
Yes.
They dap each other up
They
real
just
hard.
dab each other. They get spat out of the frog.
My man.
My man. It's
So
like that
anyways,
one panel in Berserk.
so they're all celebrating, right? Because we get a bit more like friendship bonding and whatnot, and they're all celebrating. They're like, "Hey, the Queen Maiden is like the ant god is coming, right? Because the pest control truck has a giant ant on the top of it."
Mhm.
I didn't skip anything, did I, Spoid?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Okay.
No.
Anyways, so they're all celebrating, and Linguidius just climbs up on like a reed and goes like,
Oh my
"Wait a
god,
minute,
that's not
that's
Aunt
not
Jesus.
that's the Death
That's
Star."
Aunt Hitler. I mean Satan.
It's revealed
What's the
it's the
difference?
he obviously did not cancel the exterminator.
Yeah.
Thus begins the X-wings versus the Death Star scene as they rally up the
No. It wasn't X-wings. It was more like what's the word I'm looking for? What was it when they're on Hoth?
snow
speeders.
speeders
The
versus
snow speeders
AT-ATs.
versus the.
But they
Yeah,
do
yeah,
but
pretty
they
much.
still do the tunnel run, but it's up his pants and into his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that
Um,
was the Beetle. That was the Beetle.
That's the beetle. That's what the beetle does. That's right.
The
Anyway,
Beetle goes.
so
They bite
Lauren-
his dick.
Lawrence decides to go and find the wasps because he needs their help in order to defeat the exterminator because the ants wouldn't be able to do
Yeah.
anything on their own. So he goes and gets the
He
wasps,
daps-
and they're
he
like,
daps them up.
he goes up and he's like, "Why should we help you?" And he goes, "Well," and then the wasps go like, "Oh shit, everyone's dead." Okay,
No. The wasps
a
go,
wasp comes
let's
fly-
eat them. So they go to eat them first.
and then a messenger
Conveniently,
comes
a
in
wasp flies in and goes, "We got our shit rocked."
at the West
Cloud
Colony.
breather. He's here.
So then after that, Lowry decides to go, actually convinces them to work together. So they all make a massive attempt to go and sting the shit out of him to get him to leave.
Well, not sting. They have.
Oh no,
the
that's right.
goop
They have the
guns
goop. They
laced
have
with
the goop to make him
They have the
tiny.
goop guns laced with the Smalling serum because apparently they just had that shit en masse after doing it to.
After doing
Shit,
it,
I'm running out. I'm
hold
running
on,
out of L names.
hold on. I got one.
Lukashenko.
Lukashenko.
No, that's a last name. Hold on, we need a given name.
Lawrence of Arabia.
We
already
already
used
we
that
just did Lawrence.
Thomas Edward.
Lawali. There we go.
Llewellyn.
Ladnie.
Ladnie, yeah.
No, that's an
There-
adjective.
Leo.
Ladislaw. Okay, there we go. Go on.
So Ladislaw,
Lutz.
the group that was used to shrink Ladislaw, and they're like, all right, we're gonna do our TIE fighter runs and whatnot. Also, I do want to mention something is that Ladislaw has just been progressively building more and more ant armor throughout this entire movie.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he
Like,
had, like, a little
every time that
torso.
Lazarus appears in a new part of the movie, he has like different stuff
He
on
had
him.
like torso armor, and like at the very end, he's got his hair slicked back. He's got like fucking like bug eye goggles, which is like really weird considering that to make this stuff, he's probably had to go loot it off the bodies of like dead ants or like ants that he probably defeated in the Colosseum. Yeah, ants have a war culture, and they have a Colosseum, and he's been fighting for his life.
Yeah.
Anyways, so he's leading the charge, and they can't shrink him because they need to put it in the ear. The ear is oddly the specific thing here.
Yeah. So
And the exterminator is vibing to some sick ass tunes. Most likely,
He's listening
Nobody
to classical
else.
music.
Yeah.
What was it that he was?
he is listening to classical music.
What song was it though?
I don't know.
But he's just hard diffing these guys. There's people dying left and right.
But
Um,
Leandro can't get in on him at all until the beetle from the frog's stomach shows up.
And bites the exterminator in the dick.
Bites him in the dick really, really hard after flying up his pants.
Yeah.
So now,
And then if I remember correctly, they figure out that they laced the mosquito stinger with the goo, and they stab him.
So
The
now-
dude literally
so
turns
yeah.
into a Vincent Van Gogh style painting.
no, you're thinking Pablo Picasso.
Oh,
Nope.
Picasso. Yeah, sorry.
Cause yeah, so
Picasso
like
style.
yeah, so LeBron like uses his wasp
Way downtown.
stinger.
Say what?
Yeah, from way downtown, LeBron.
From way downtown, LeBron shrinks the Verminator, and it's really funny because it's a tiny little
Verminator.
dose.
It's
a tiny
over the
dose.
hedge.
It's a tiny dose. So instead of fully shrinking him, it just makes him into like a crippled, like lame man for the rest of his life, like
He's
fully
never known.
So
disfigured.
malformed, and I okay, I know he's a bad guy, but I'm horrified for him.
Yeah,
like-
it's actually depressing.
He had to
Okay,
ride
but is
away
he
on
a
a
bad
truck
guy,
the
or
size of
was
a
he just
child.
trying to do his job?
He's just trying to do his
I do
job.
wanna
but
He's
he's
remember
kind
doing
of
it
an
a little
asshole.
too much.
I do want to remember something is that this
didn't know
guy
that the Lance were-
mid fight though, what we're talking about, right? This man sees one of the mosquitoes, grabs it by like the tail, and like just flicks it.
It's like trying to sting him. He's like mocking, like, "Oh, ouch, ouch, ow, ow."
Yeah.
And then he
So
flicks
then-
away.
He's
So
got his
then-
reinforced armor on.
Legolas is now the hero of the ant colony, and he has to go. But now it's time for him to go back because his family is returning, right?
Yeah.
So, Life ends up getting given a the potion to go back, but he gets a new name. What is it? They
Ooh,
they
it began with an
rechristened
R.
My name is Maximus Morales Aestheticus.
Roku.
Roku, I think it's Roku.
Maximus.
Is it-
Wait, what? Maximus Aurelius Decimus? Is that what you just said?
I was just balling. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head.
I don't remember either. It's just not Aurelius.
Yeah, close enough though.
And he is Marcus Aurelius is like #1 guy.
Anyways, so
What am I gonna
What am I
do?
listening to?
What am
so
I gonna
he's
do?
he's big now.
Rokai.
He tells his mom that he loves her. All is good. He's playing outside. The delightful children from down the lane come to harass him.
Yeah, so
And
here
he
comes.
just
So
goes,
they start attacking
You guys
Lear.
were you guys were originally kids next door. Let's fuck up this bully.
Yeah, so Leland is able to actually like get everybody together, and they kick the shit out of the bully after he goes
I'm
like,
not kidding about the delightful children from down the lane. One of the kids is straight up wearing the football helmet.
"Yeah,
like,
it's true."
That's
Yeah,
all, if I'm correct, that's also the kid that just repeats everything too.
yeah. So Leonard is now the coolest kid on the block because he has all
He
the
is
friends
now God because
Yeah.
ants strong together.
and strong together. That's true. So yeah, that's. And he goes, "Hey, you guys want to be friends?" There's like a girl in the group who looks like she weighs like 2 pounds, and she's like I'm not like super long. I don't remember. That's all I remember about the delightful kids from down the lane. I don't know. And he goes, "Hey, we'll be friends." Yeah. So John Lennon goes off, and and then that's how the movie ends.
Oh no, it was a movie.
It was a movie. All right, let's do our impressions on the ant bully. Even though we didn't even really talk about it much, and we basically just went on
Yeah.
tangents the whole time.
Yeah.
If it makes you realize how much of a movie it was not to watch.
Yeah.
All right, going down the line, Connor.
I would give it a 1 out of 5.
Fair.
I don't think I'll ever willingly choose to watch that movie again.
All right.
Sorry, Spoid.
It's okay.
That's it.
Caleeb.
I give it 1 ant out of 5 mosquitoes.
How does that convert?
It's a 1 out of 5.
All right, there we go. Why?
It wasn't great. Like a lot of the plot that was built was really just irrelevant.
That is true. Like actually, nothing.
Yeah,
really
and
mattered.
there was also a lot of really weird like questionable jokes for a kids movie.
All right, Spoid.
I get a lot of media around that time was like, we'll make it fun for the kids and the adults. But
Like
it's like,
Shrek.
but like you're watching it, rewatching it, you're like, these are some like really weird jokes to put in a kids movie.
Yeah.
All right, Spoid.
Pretty much every Bruce Campbell scene.
Okay. Subjectively, for me, I'm going to give it a 3, just mostly because of the nostalgia factor,
Uh-huh.
and I did enjoy a fair bit of it. Honestly, objectively, it's a 1. It's a dog shit movie. Like it sucks.
Yeah.
But
But
this is what gives you value as a critic. You know what's important to you.
yeah,
Okay?
Oh
And
god.
that's what matters.
like
No,
I would not recommend it to anyone to go like watch it in their free time. Like if you're being held captive, it's something to do, I guess, if you want to. But
if you're
like,
being held captive, it's
captive
the
with access
torture
to
device.
movies, yeah. It it definitely shaped my childhood more than I care to admit. Um, probably just because of how much I watched it as a kid.
I was just imagining one of those like depressing like serial killer documentaries. Like the only thing he had in his house was a DVD copy of the ant bully.
It would explain
Yeah.
why he enjoyed crushing his victims with large objects.
Yeah, but like the main reason I
Oh,
watched
you
it so
like
much is
crawling up
because
people's pants and biting them in the dick.
yeah. Oh, I just love biting balls. Oh, I'm a little glow bug.
Clip that.
I clipped it. I clipped it for me.
Thank God.
But no, one of the main reasons I watched it so much as a kid was just because my mom had one of those minivans where it had the movie player in the back.
Yeah.
Oh no,
So
was
we'd
it
watch
just
it all the
stuck?
time. It wasn't stuck. We watched a fair few. We watched Disney's Dinosaur. We watched
Oh
that. We
God!
watched yeah. Okay. I fucking love that movie too.
You just had like the gauntlet of boring movies.
Did your
uh
parents also just straight up like burn disc
what?
and then like return the movie to the library?
Were
No,
they pirating movies?
we had a lot of like I'm gonna
Apparently, yes. His
Yeah,
parents were
they must have
pirating
been.
movies.
They must have been because they weren't like the official discs, like they didn't have the art or anything on the disc.
Did
It was
you?
just like they were
Did you?
written on with Sharpie.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yo.
Dude, I always
Yo.
wondered why they weren't. It was the same with the first two Ice Age movies.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
god.
Hey,
Several
now
X-Men
Spoid.
movies.
Now Spoid, were they kept in a massive binder where like they're like little flimsy plastic sleeves?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got one of those.
We
I have
had
one of
two
those
of
sitting
those.
at my
We had
desk
two
right
of
now.
those, dude.
Hey, Spoid. Whenever you come back to Oklahoma, I need to show you a collection.
Oh yeah, for sure. I could probably go find it. I know where one of them is.
And then I imagine about half the movies in there you cannot watch anymore because they're so scuffed from being used that they have scratch marks here and
Yeah,
there. And
they're
it's
all
just
scratched up. We can't load them or anything.
Yeah.
You just
Yep.
described half of the fucking things.
Wow, Spoy and I apparently had the same childhood.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not surprised by Spoid's parents. Cleve, I'm amazed your parents pirated movies.
Why
Dude,
not?
Pirating's always been cool in my family, except for video games. Don't pirate video games. It's lame.
Your parents
Pirate
should
video
kill
games
themselves.
are made by Nintendo.
Dude, my dad
Pirate
was
video games, period.
my dad was streaming the OU game from his laptop one time.
Okay. Is that okay? Now that we've discovered that Caleeb and Spoid lived the same life, is that the end of your thoughts on the film, Spoid?
Yeah, that's the end of mine.
One. Okay, so from a standpoint of whether or not I'd watch it by myself, 1 point. Right? Terrible. Not a very fun time to watch. Right? With friends, I think I'm gonna have to give this the illustrious 2.5 stars.
No,
That's
way.
the highest point of how funny a film can be with friends. I had a lot of fun watching this with
Well,
y'all.
I thought you gave Real Steel a 3.
Real still got
Well,
a
that's
3 because I would watch it by myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this gets a 2.5 stars because I would actually I liked watching this with y'all because we had a lot of fun making fun of it.
All in all, it was not a great movie that for some reason had a crazy ass lineup, like
Yeah.
most movies nowadays.
It had a stacked lineup for some reason. Unless none of us have any extra things to tack on, it's time for the wheel.
Wheel.
All right, are we ready for the wheel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we
Yes.
go.
Yes. We can't see it.
You never can see it.
He's gonna lie to us over who won.
It's Caleeb.
Not
Oh
again.
shit! What the fuck?
All right, Caleeb.
Alrighty.
What movie's it gonna be this time?
Shit! I actually had an idea of what I wanted to watch, and I kind of forgot it. Give me one moment. Let me look back because I'm pretty sure I had it pulled up just in case. Oh god, what was I gonna? Shit! I feel really bad now because I just had an idea of what I wanted to watch, and then
Human centipede.
God no! What the fuck?
Lord preserve us the day that Connor gets to spin when he makes us watch Human Centipede.
It's so over for us. Shit, where was it? I literally had it saved somewhere. I feel really bad. It was a great pick too, and I knew it.
I mean,
And
you
then now
said
I just
you were saying Shao in soccer, but we've already watched the Stephen Chow film.
No.
Recently.
All right. I remember it now. Okay, would you be fine if it's technically 2 parts?
Well, what is
If
it?
it's one movie.
If it's one movie in 2 parts, that's fine.
Okay, one I
But
was
it-
thinking.
No. If
Okay.
it's like Lord of the Rings,
Yeah, if it's one of the
we-
if it's
I've-
Lord of the Rings, that doesn't
so,
count. But if
I
it's
remember
like
the
Kill
I
Bill,
remember
no,
I
hold
found
on.
the original
What I
one.
mean to
I
shut up
found
and
the
listen
original.
to me. What I mean is, if it's two separate movies, like they were released separately, then we are watching one of the two.
oh no, if
If
it's
Okay,
Kill
never
Bill,
mind
we
then.
have to watch both parts.
Never mind.
No, because
all
that's
right,
like
we're doing-
4 hours of
All right.
content.
But Kill
Okay,
Bill
all
is one
right.
movie.
All right.
Kill Bill is meant to be one
We are
movie,
doing-
yes. But
we are doing-
If you want to do a fucking masterful clip of Kill Bill, you just cut in only the fighting parts and the exploding heart technique. And yeah,
Alright,
Kill
alright.
Bill. Otherwise, no.
All right, we're doing Demolition Man.
Fuck
Oh
yeah.
hell yeah!
Demolition Man.
I am down for
But
Demolition
the
Man.
in case you were wondering, because Connor's rules fucked it, I was gonna pick part 1 and 2 of Star Wars 2003.
Star Wars 2003.
Oh, like the animated thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
because technically it's 2
Oh
parts.
no!
But we're
Isn't that
gonna
one
do
like
Demolition Man
not
instead.
good? Yeah,
No,
I'm
It's
down.
fucking
Wait,
phenomenal.
It was
is.
amazing. It was made by the people that did
Do you
Samurai
mean that-
Jack.
No,
Oh,
hold
are we
on,
talking
wait.
Danny
You mean-
Tartakovsky, or are we talking like?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Are you
okay,
divided-
talking
okay.
about the TV show?
No. There's a 2D
The,
animated
the
thing that-
Tartakovsky one.
that
not
was-
2003 TV show.
No,
by
no.
Jendi Tartakovsky.
Gandhi.
But it's been effectively pushed
Gandhi,
into
right
part
there.
1 and part 2 as movies now.
What do you mean?
But-
As I guess they're 12-minute episodes, so that makes
Yeah,
sense.
but they've been pushed into a part 1 and part 2 movie.
No, wait, hold
Part-
on. That math doesn't add up. Let me pull
Part
open a
two-
I'm
calculator.
Part
seeing
two-
it on
part-
Blu-ray.
Part 2 being the best part because it has Jedi Knight Shaggy.
Oh
Shut
yeah,
the fuck up.
has Shaggy. It's what
And also
introduced,
it also
Grievous.
just has the
Oh,
greatest
No,
Grievous
wait,
ever.
there's no way. Hold on. So
It also just has
I
the
guess
greatest
it's
Grievous
two
ever.
150-minute movies.
See? I told you.
Okay, how long is 150 minutes?
2.5
just about
hours.
2.5 hours. Watch it for 5 hours. Hell yeah. Okay.
We'd be
So-
watching
But yeah,
movies
we're
for
doing
5 hours.
We're doing
When do
Demolition Man.
any of us have the time to watch 5.5 hours of movie? There's only one exception, which will be Lord of the Rings, when we will sit and watch all of it for 9 hours.
So
Also, another great
And
scene
Spoid
of
will
Mace,
be here.
Mace
for it.
Windu throws hands with some battle droids.
Oh yeah, that's an amazing scene. I love
all
it.
right. Well,
But yeah,
If
we're
we
gonna be doing
just-
Demolition Man.
if we decide to do Demolition Man, okay. That's the end of episode 4, which means that we're almost on to episode 5. Wow.
We'll see you next month.
Great. See you next month, or probably at the end of this month. And
Oh no,
March,
hold on.
considering
Think
this is the
about it.
first
This is
day.
March, and we didn't do shit in February.
we did do shit in February. Our episode
watched
was
the
just a
movie.
little late.
This was supposed to be the February
little early.
episode.
Yeah.
This
Well,
was
Lanny's
no,
just a bitch.
we had the
Lanny's just a
February.
bitch.
We had the
Oh, no.
February episode. It was
We lost
recorded.
our 30 viewers because we weren't standard with our upload schedule.
Oh no!
It's so over. Laddie's no longer getting his 1 penny.
All right, so meet us on clone of me in the future. Have fun watching episode 5, where we all try to figure out what the 3 seashells do. See ya.